listeners, we got another episode of the Inside Scoop for you. Now, we just had a holiday that just happened, and it's Thanksgiving. And
Here you go again.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Talk about that now. You stopped eating turkey, I heard the other day. You just finished your 4th pumpkin pie. I got the lowdown on you.
Oh, boy.
4 turkeys? 4 of them? You ate 2 on Thanksgiving.
I mean,
I can back that up. We didn't get anything to eat. He ate everything.
Well, yeah, I also was told that this was the last time they were going to invite me over for dinner. Regardless if it's Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, or any
Poor
type
kid's
of dinner.
got a couple spoonfuls of stuffing and some corn. And a couple handfuls of cranberry sauce that you didn't get to.
The bright side, at least the food wasn't put to waste.
The bones were.
Got eaten.
It's good to see that you stopped chewing the bones too, by the way. You're improving that. That one overused numbers class you went to helped.
And we got a list of debts that we're gonna kick off with, Joey, if you don't mind.
Something just popped in my head before I read the list.
What happened?
Today is the anniversary of the attack at Pearl Harbor.
Yes, thank you. I was going to mention that, but
Yeah.
And it's also a full moon tonight.
That happened in the 1940s, right?
yes,
1941.
41.
Yes.
First off, actress singer Irene Cara.
What a feeling. Flashdance.
Okay.
She also sang Fame too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that song. Okay.
What a feeling and Flashdance. She basically did the musical score for Flashdance.
Next is actor Clarence Gilliard Jr.
Yes.
from Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes.
And Matlock.
I used to like watching him on Texas Ranger.
Yep, I remember him.
Baseball legendary pitcher Gaylord Perry.
Gaylord Perry, knuckleballer. Him and the Negro brothers. Gaylord Perry was one of those. He never was a lights-out pitcher, but he is. I believe he is in the Hall of Fame. I think Gaylord's in there, but he was a good. He pitched for I think 24 seasons. It's
Wow.
strong arm.
Wow.
Next, Sesame Street star Bob McGrath, who played Bob on the show.
Yep. I used to watch Sesame Street years
Two
ago.
this year from that show, the past year.
Yes. Yes, I know that.
And lastly, actress Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, I contacted Julie on the internet when I came home. I was like, wow, I was kind of in shock. 71 years old from cancer. I didn't even know she had cancer.
No, I didn't know she was 71. She looked really good for her age.
Now, here's a little known fact I bet you didn't know, Joe, or you, Steve. Do you know that Kirstie Alley appeared as a contestant in the match game?
Yes, I came across the clip on YouTube.
Yep.
A couple years ago.
Yep. She was there for a couple shows.
Hey, Joey, there was a female singer who passed away. I forgot what band she was in.
Oh, yeah. Was it Melissa McVeigh or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Fleetwood Mac.
Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, yeah.
Yes, she rolled all their music. I mean, another talented singer. We're losing way too many musicians right now. And ball players are dying. I'd like to mention a couple of things if I could. Happy belated birthday on, not belated, but he had passed away, but a wrestler by the name of Nick Bockwinkel yesterday celebrated his birthday.
Bobby Heenan used to manage him in the
Yes, he did. AWA, yes, he did. He actually, Bobby Heenan introduced him, I think, into the WWE Hall of Fame. I think he actually is the one who introduced him in, who inducted him, I think, but don't hold me to that one. I know he is in the Hall of Fame.
There's another late wrestler who just had a birthday recently, too. One half of the British Bulldogs, the Dynamite Kid.
Yes, he did.
And we got one coming up on Friday. They'll be celebrating on Friday, because it is his birthday. Kurt Angle.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Celebrating on his birthday.
been kind of a tough
Bubba,
week.
maybe you would know. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go
but,
ahead.
A few months back, Jeff Jarrett made her appearance as a referee at one
Yes,
of the
he did.
pay-per-views. I don't recall seeing him make any other appearances after that.
He's since been cut by WWE.
Oh, he was cut by WWE?
Yes.
Okay.
He was
That
cut right
explains
away,
it.
actually at his own request. I don't know why. I don't know the whole behind the story scenes. They were going to use him as an agent, and he left. I don't know why. I read a little bit about that on the internet. As I was going to mention, it was kind of a tough week for me yesterday, which is, you folks know, we taped this on the 7th, and we won't be airing this until the 10th of December. But yesterday, the 6th of December, was the anniversary. I can't believe it's been 6 years since my mom passed away. I mean, I held my mom's hand. A lot of people know, or don't know it, until she died. And I was extremely close to my mom. Yeah, Big Bubba was a mama's boy. I had to be. My mother had illness for the last 18 years, 19 years she was alive. She took a bad stroke, so I was very, very close to my mother. She gave me my gift of gab. You see me talking and being brazen, and it was my mom who gave me my gift of gab. My mother was my best friend. I mean, I love my grandmom too, but my mother was my best friend. And I've been in kind of a somber mood for a couple of days. I'll come out of it. Now, ironically, to the kid's middle of fate, and I never mentioned this before on the show, 1 year later, also December 6th, my girlfriend's mom. A lot of you folks know her in town. I'm only going to mention her last name, but her first name is Trudy. That's all I'm going to mention. Not a common name, so people might know her. Also died on December 6th. So is it Kate? Is it fate that me and my girlfriend Jennifer are together? Our moms died a year apart, same day. This is also the beginning of the depressing season for me anyway. I don't like the month of December. I don't like the month of January until after the 11th. January 11th is the day my dad passed away in 2008. As we all know, your beautiful brother John passed away Christmas last year. My sister-in-law passed away December 30th on my mother's birthday. Would have been my mother's birthday. Just after my mom passed away, my sister-in-law died. December 23rd, and I believe it was 1978 is when I broke my knee. First time. It killed my career of going into the military. So I spent 2 Christmases in the hospital with injuries. So I'm not a very happy Christmas guy. I'm not going to be a humbug up here, but I really don't. I'm not interested in Christmas this year. It's not something I celebrate. I wish December was over already. I want it to be January 13th, which is a couple days after my dad passing. And we can get on with my life. That's, I mean, a personal note. I just, you folks don't understand. A lot of people don't understand this with me. I'm not a religious zealot, never have been, but Christmas is not a day to go to the store or go on the internet and fight over a TV or a PlayStation 5 or what are you going to get me for Christmas? It's Christ's birthday, and people forget that. I mean, it aggravates me. My aunt was a nun. My dad's older sister was a nun, taught school for 42 years, was in the convent for 48 years, and she died at 84. Right? Christmas is Christ's birthday. Another day to go fight each other for Christmas gifts, or what are you going to get me for Christmas, or, you know, it's nice to go out and buy a tree and decorate. I have no plan to decorate anything. I have a couple of gifts I got in a card from a couple of friends for Christmas. It's not my favorite time of the year. And especially this year, around Christmas. I'm going to wake up Christmas morning and probably cry for a little while. Yeah, I'm a big guy. I don't cry in person. I don't cry in public, but I'm going to cry, and Stephen knows why I'm going to cry. Out of respect for your brother. Because one of my better friends passed away last Christmas, and there isn't a day that goes by I don't think about John, but especially this Christmas. It's going to be very hard, I know, on your family. It'll be an extremely hard day for everybody. I mean, Christmas doesn't have the same meaning to me anymore. I'm sorry to be morbid and depressing, but now I get that out of the way.
We got a few birthdays coming up. I want to say my oldest brother's birthday is coming up on the 10th of December.
Oh, my girlfriend just had one December 3rd.
Cool.
Big 4-8.
Our friend Eric's birthday is today. It's Wednesday, the 7th.
We just discussed
December
that, Steve.
the 7th.
Put stuffing in his ears, he can't hear anything.
He's ready for a full moon day.
No, he has stuffing stuck in his ears. Only guy that I know that sleeps with a turkey leg, so.
My niece Emily's birthday is the 20th.
Yes, I know. Em's is coming up, I know that.
Our friend
Em's going to be what, 14, right?
The same day.
Is Em going to be 14?
She's going to be 15.
Wow, 15. I remember when Em was 7 and 8, 6, 7
Next
and
year
8.
she'll be thinking about getting her driver's license.
Oh, God, no, there goes the neighborhood.
Let's say for the sidewalks.
Hey, I could teach her how to drive.
She'll drive it to the local eating establishments for you, stuff like that.
Hey, that's a good idea. I'll have her chauffeur me from now on.
Well, you've been chauffeuring her. We've been taking her around.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard she's still doing great in school. Even though she's in high school now, she's doing very well.
I just found out today she made the honor roll.
Of course she did. She's a smart girl.
She told me this earlier.
Very smart. Why do you think when we used to split up for the COVID, I had her with me, had you two bean wraps together?
Did you say roll?
Oh, no.
If you keep mentioning food, I'm gonna roll you.
Rolls. I like to have Portuguese rolls. Those are pretty good. I'm sorry, I got distracted with food.
I like Tootsie Rolls myself, but what I tell you.
You forgot to mention his own birthday's coming up later this month, too.
Yeah, we're going to announce that next show. We won't say how old I'm going to be.
I will. What are you, like 46?
Oh, boy.
Am I right?
Yep, turning 46.
Oh, good Lord, there goes Neighborhood again. Part 2, the sequel. 46. He hasn't stopped eating since it was 6.
Hey,
Is that also your waist size, by the way? I wanted to ask you.
No, it's 42.
That's my waist size now. Speak.
I hate to say that you guys probably don't want to hear about the Yankees, but they re-signed Aaron Judge for 9 years. 9-year contract.
I thought he was going to go to San Francisco. He's getting like $360 million, something like that, some crazy amount.
He turned them down. He's going to get $40 million a year.
That's insane. $40 million to play baseball. Go to the Yankee Stadium, cost you $15 for a bottle of water. I'm good. I'll watch it on TV.
And did we have pay-per-view results this week? Okay, we do. I assume it's Survivor Series.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool. If you don't mind, Joe, if you could have those results for us.
Okay, first up is the SmackDown Women's title, Ronda Rousey against Shotzi in round 1.
Yeah, we all called that. There wasn't a bad match. Shotzi put up a good fight, but she's not in Ronda's category yet.
No, wait. Hold on a second now. Ronda Rousey is a bad girl.
Yes.
You mean Joey voted for chose a bad girl? I don't think that Joey chose Ronda. Did you choose Ronda for that match? Nope. Okay, so you and I were right, Butch. I'm sorry. Bubba.
God, talk about the yield to death.
I apologize.
What? Speaking of her mother's in this next one. The women's War Games match. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Mia Yim, and Becky Lynch against Bayley, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley. And Bianca's team won.
That was the match of the night. I don't care what anybody says. That was the best wrestling match of the night. Those 10 women killed each other. End of story. And if you don't believe me, that watch Survivor Series. First match out was definitely the best match out, without a doubt. Without a doubt. No other match even come close to even comparing to that. Those 5 girls killed each other. Me and him getting powerbombed through a ladder. Trash can lids, trash cans, kendo sticks, tables. I mean, those girls killed each other.
The only thing that wasn't used in the match was chairs.
That's good.
We had TNL there. We'll see. This one is AJ Styles against Finn Balor, and AJ won.
As I called, thank you. Of course, Joe called that.
I chose AJ too.
Yes, so well, great match too, great wrestling match, but I called it. And I said that could be the match tonight. It was a good match. It wasn't as good as a girls' Survivor Series match.
Next is the men's War Games. Sheamus, Holland, Butch, and Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens against the Bloodline. And the Bloodline
And
won.
Sami Owen, yes. The Uso himself. Uso actually gave Jey Uso the victory after he gave the haluva kick to, I think it was Owens, and he got pinned. Showed his true colors, I guess. Him and Kevin Owens, Kevin Owens, now they have nothing to do with each other. Don't ride with me anymore. Don't talk to me anymore. You want to be with them? Be with them. I think I did call the Bloodline win that match.
Finally, the U.S. title triple threat.
Oh, it makes me sick.
Rollins versus Theory versus Lashley, and Theory won the title.
Makes me sick. Having Austin Theory as a champion. Good wrestler, great wrestler. I think Bobby Lashley's going to break his neck soon, but that's beside the point. Seth Rollins might hurt him, but I think Bobby Lashley's going to hurt Theory. They could really hurt him. Bobby Lashley wants his title back. He wants that match back.
All right, WWE has no pay-per-views this month, I believe.
Yeah.
But 2 in January, right?
Yes.
One's Day 1 pay-per-view, and the other one's the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. Have they announced any matches yet for Day 1 pay-per-view?
No.
I haven't really heard anything.
No.
Kingston announced himself as being an entrant into the men's Royal Rumble.
Okay, well, he's one of the best competitors in the Royal Rumble.
Is he going to screw up like he did last year?
Screw up.
Remember, he tried to do one of his tricks, but it failed. Against the wall.
I mean, one of the local shows I mentioned to you, matter of fact, I'll be mentioning it to you again later with RWA. The kid got taken out in the Rumble. He was carried out, and one of the wrestlers caught him, carried him to the back. Now, we lined up our chairs. He went up, he crawled on all of our chairs and got back into the ring. We actually lined up our chairs for him to crawl along and get back in the ring, a.k.a. like Kofi Kingston. Mm-hmm. He was then thrown out real fast, but it was just cool the way he did it. Let me mention real quick these couple events I went to. I went to events, and NCW WrestleFest, the VFW in Dedham this past Friday night. Off the chart wrestling. Best $10 I spent in a while again. Again, you can't beat that for $10. The show I saw, actually it was 20, because we would. Oh God, and I hate to mention it, but if you be a VIP, they give you a poster and 2 slices of pizza, or you can have a bag. Down there, cowabunga breath. All right. It was 4 title changes. Little Mean Kathleen lost her title to Elle Valentine. I know her real name. I'm not gonna say her real name. That was an off-the-chart match because Elle Valentine came out as crazy. McCarthy, some kid, not Mike McCarthy, one of the managers had a title. I don't know why he had a title, but Kellen Wright beat him for the title. Beat him up for the title. I mean, whipped him with a belt and beat him up for the title. Beat him up, hit the kid pretty bad. Tag titles. The Hoods beat the Heavy Hitters when Shea Cash turned on his partner, Frank Champion. Can't believe he turned on his own partner of 16 years. He turned on him. And they all beat up Frank Champion. Call me weird, but Shea Cash, Chris Pyro, and Davey Boy Cash all worked together. Davey owns a construction company, and they all worked together. So that wasn't hard for them to really turn. And NCW champion was, good Lord, Dolly Decimo beat him. And then the Oxbaker Memorial Cup, Robbie Arroyo came in and beat Dolly Desimo, I think. Because I had to leave just before that match finished. I had to go pick up my girlfriend at a certain time. So, but that was a great wrestling card. One other match I got to mention too was Derek Samani against Osiris. A false count anywhere grudge match. Those two kids beat the heck out of each other. Sticks outside the door, through tables, the announce table, all around the staging, through chairs, everything, kendo sticks, a board. Derek said me put a finisher on, and they were both laying in the ring, and Osiris just put his arm over, draped over his chest, and got the 1, 2, 3. It was also my good friend Virginia Raleigh. Hope she ever sees this. I will show this to her. Michaela is the sweetest little girl. She reminds me of a new Emily when she was like 8, going to wrestling. Everyone loves her. She celebrated her birthday, her 8th birthday. We all had a nice big cake, had a good time there with her and her family. That's who I sat with. The next show I want to mention is RWA, one I've mentioned or just mentioned earlier. They have one coming up. Now we see this on Saturday. This is the 10th. It'll be tomorrow, the 11th, a rare Sunday show for them at 4 o'clock. It's $10 admission. General admission, I think, is still available. I think ringside sold out, but general admission is still available. It's RWA Goes Broadway. It's at the Columbus Theater on 270 Broadway in Providence. It should be a good show. I am going to that show, as I've mentioned to you before. If you ever go to any of these independent shows and you see me, walk up to me and talk to me. I'll gladly talk wrestling with anybody, anytime. I'm promoting the independent wrestling. That's why I'm here. I also love the pro wrestling because these independent guys, a lot of them become pro wrestlers. Nothing makes me feel good than to see people become pro wrestlers. Little Me and Kathleen's work of AEW on dark matches. So is Teddy Goods. So is Love Doug, who you're related to. He's been working AEW dark match, which means he's not on TV yet. I'm glad to see local kids making it. It makes me feel good. Now, I mean, I'm going to give you a suggestion. See, we got to mention the Celtics and Bruins, how they're both lighting up both their respective sports. The Bruins are, what, 25-3 or something like that?
Wow.
24-3?
Wow.
They are wiping out the rest of hockey, besides New Jersey, who's like 2 games behind them. They're the best record in the NHL. And the Celtics, I think they only have 4 losses, too. Both doing very, very well. And then we have to mention the other guys, unfortunately.
You mean the Red Sox?
No, the Patriots, who made me sick the other day.
Okay. Patriots ain't doing so well, but again, they haven't been doing so well since Brady left.
I personally think, and this is again my opinion, I always say this, my opinion, guys, Mac Jones, since he got hurt, is playing timid.
Yeah.
He's afraid to get hurt. He knows if he gets hurt that Zappy's ready to walk in and take over. I can't wait. I just hope that if he doesn't play good in the beginning of the game, I hope Belichick pulls the plug on him and lets Zappy play. I mean, they're 6-6. They have an outside shot at making the playoffs. I hope they don't make the playoffs because they're going to get beaten in the first round. By flip contrast, Matthew Judon is leading the league in sacks. He's playing like a man possessed. He's trying to be the whole defense.
Hey, there's one thing that some of the viewers don't know in regards going back to wrestling. The Undertaker is doing live shows.
Yes, a one-man show.
I'm not sure if he's doing lectures or if he's doing like
I don't know what that's all about.
Of, entertainment shows where he's a speaker. That's interesting. I remember seeing the Undertaker's debut in the WWE, well, used to be WWF
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, which they just held recently. And every now and then I'll
Brought up by
watch
Brother
the
Love.
match on YouTube. And because I used to like watching certain things on YouTube and matches from like the 1980s, 1990s,
Yeah, I
early
watch
2000s.
Peacock and see him.
Yep. He was Mean Mark in WCW or NWA.
Have you seen the biography on The Undertaker?
No.
It explains how he was Mean Mark, how he was he was Big Red when he first came out. A lot of people didn't know that, and he became Mean Mark Callis in WCW.
Interesting.
Oh, that's another person we have to mention. Our prayers go out. I don't know if he's.
Yes.
For Barry Windham, who was Mark Calloway's best. Barry Windham.
Yeah.
He had a very bad heart attack. He's not doing well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in the ICU right now.
He's not doing well. They don't know if he's even going to last through Christmas.
I remember watching Barry Windham.
Yes.
In WWF, teamed up with Mike Rotunda.
Yep.
They were the USA Express, former WWF Tag Team Champs. Also, he wasn't in. I remember seeing him in NWA as Barry Windham.
A lot of people don't know he was actually Mark Calloway's roommate at University of Texas A&M.
I didn't know that either.
Nope.
Wow.
A little bit of interesting history. They didn't like to have to wrestle together, but they did. When he was
Barry Windham, he's also the father of Corbin, right?
No.
Oh, no.
No. He's the son of Blackjack Mulligan.
Yeah, but don't Barry Windham have a son or two in WWE?
Yeah, Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt.
I thought that was Mike Rotundo's.
I mean, those are Mike Rotunda's kids.
Yeah.
Barry Windham doesn't have any kids in the that I know of anyway.
Was. My
No,
bad.
Corbin's not related to him at all.
My bad.
Nope. Also a football player.
Yeah. All right, well,
We have a little bit of time to kill here. Well, I wore this shirt for a reason tonight, folks. Usually I wear one of my wrestling shirts.
you have to wear a shirt, otherwise you'll be happy.
You should be talking.
And we'll have to be on at a later time slot. I'm sorry. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll just think about food.
I'm wearing this shirt for a reason because I'm going to see Jeff Dunham. He's coming to I guess the Dunkin' Donuts Center has changed names to the Amica Center.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's correct.
Yes, and I'm going to see Jeff Dunham. Yes, yay!
I got his DVDs.
I could there's between lines of I don't know from Jeff Dunham, one of the funniest men alive. If you get a chance to go see his show, go. Believe me, you want to laugh.
Definitely, I'll be thinking of food if I go too.
End the show.
Anyways, thank you guys for being on.
Thank you all for being here
with me, and thank you to the director for directing us. Thank you to WACS for having us on, and thank you viewers for watching us.
You thank
until next time.
Emma
Thank you, Emma Lily. I forgot about her. Okay, until next time.
And you're welcome for not calling me Butch.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Butch. I mean, Bubba.
Get well, Barry Windham.
See you next time. Bye.